London town is calling, and mate, you gotta answer. For a city that has a bit of everything, there can't be any dull moments for you if you ever find yourself there. Well, unless you skip this video, I'm about to show you the top 10 things to do in London, and in return, you give me your attention. Deal? Let's go. Number 10. Borough Market. What is a London itinerary without a visit to the city's most ancient food market? With a bustling nature and the several culinary delights available, it is safe to say history and flavors meet here. There are over 100 butchers, fishmongers, and cheesemakers. For locals, it's the normal destination for their weekly grocery shopping, while for travelers, it's a chance to enjoy some fine British cuisine. I wouldn't miss the chance to discover a whole lot of fresh produce, succulent meats, and artisanal treats if I were you. Number 9. Westminster to Greenwich Sightseeing Thames Cruise in London. You would be making a very good decision by trading the bustling London streets for a serene way of exploring the city's most iconic sights. What am I talking about? Hop aboard a nice boat, with your tour guide, of course, glide along the Thames, and enjoy the views. This leisurely cruise mostly runs from Westminster to Greenwich, and you get treated to mesmerizing sights like the Tower Bridge, the Tower of London, and even the legendary Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. You will come out of this experience more relaxed and knowledgeable than when you went in. Number 8. Harry Potter Tour of Warner Brothers Studio. Just on the outskirts of London, there is one place you just have to visit, the Warner Bros. This place houses a collection of Harry Potter film sets, costumes, props, and all sorts of precious items. This is like the dream destination of every Harry Potter fan, right? Once you're there, you have all the time you need to wander through the exhibits, capture the perfect picture, and browse the gift shop, which is filled with lots of amazing things. Want to know the best part? If you need a little adventure, you can grab a glass of butterbeer. It is a worthwhile experience, I promise. Number 7. Westminster Abbey. This is one of the most important Gothic buildings of England. It contains a treasury full of paintings, stained glass, pavements, textiles, books. It is very famous due to one major reason. It is the place where kings and queens get crowned. Since 1066, this place has been the venue for all royal coronations. Ready for another cool fact? I'll indulge you. The Abbey is where 17 monarchs have found their final resting place. So you discover that it's not just a fancy church, it is more like a royal history museum. The Abbey is like the superstar of Gothic architecture in England, and it will blow your mind, so make sure to check it out next time you are in England. Number 6. The British Museum. Visiting the British Museum is another must-do if you ever find yourself in London. It is an extraordinary museum that boasts of some rich history and culture spanning over 2 million years. It houses artifacts from every corner of the globe, including relics from the heart of the Middle East, the Rosetta Stone, and artifacts from the depths of Egypt, such as the Egyptian mummies. The passionate staff at the museum have also left lasting impressions on all visitors. They are a bank of knowledge, always ready to answer your questions or tell you captivating tales about some of the artifacts. Trust me when I tell you their passion is very contagious. It is an amazing experience, and I highly recommend it. Number 5. The Tower of London. It stands proudly beside the iconic Tower Bridge. It has a reputation for being one of London's most popular attractions and boasts over 1,000 years of history. Inside the White Tower, the oldest part of the castle, you'll discover an 11th century chapel and a collection of royal armories that will transport you back in time. And let's not forget the legendary ravens that have prevented the castle from collapsing. Number 4. National Maritime Museum. If you are in need of a family-friendly activity to do, then you should drop by this museum. It had several different rooms and lots of activities for kids to enjoy. The staff at the museum are also very knowledgeable, informative, and friendly. Right before I forget, this is the world's largest maritime museum, and it doesn't fall short of expectations at all. It is packed with lots of inspirational stories of exploration at sea, intriguing objects, and galleries that will leave you astonished. For a fee, you even get to stir a ship into port and fire at pirates or see the exact uniform Nelson wore at the Battle of Trafalgar. Sounds like an adventure, right? Number 3. Tower Bridge. Inside this magnificent piece of Victorian architecture, there's something fantastic waiting for you. The Tower Bridge exhibition. How does the idea of exploring how Victorian engineers pulled off this masterpiece sound? Ever wondered how the bridge goes up? Well, you'll find out if you visit the bridge. It doesn't end there. You can take a stroll on the walkways, which are quite high, about 42 meters above the River Thames. The views you get from there are just lovely. Not something you'd want to miss, buddy. Number 2, Churchill War Rooms. Beneath the bustling streets of London, there's this super secret nerve center that the British government made use of during World War II. Want to know the best part? You can visit it. Welcome to the Churchill War Rooms, one of London's coolest attractions. The War Rooms take you back to the days of World War II. Contained in it is the award-winning Churchill Museum too. If you're into spy thrillers or just fascinated by the past, this is a must-visit spot. Number 1, the London Eye. You really do not need much prodding to carve out some time to visit this jaw-dropping attraction. I mean, it is the UK's most popular tourist attraction. Standing at a magnificent 135 meters above the ground, this is the place to be for the ultimate London experience. It is the world's largest cantilevered observation wheel, and you get to enjoy some serious benefits. From the wheel, you can see iconic locations such as Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, St. Paul's Cathedral, and many more. Trust me, you can even pinpoint and plan the exact place you'd like to visit next right from your pod. It's like having a roadmap to London's wonders right at your fingertips.